Yesterday I was driving from the town where Billy the Kid is buried here to Santa Rosa, and I saw this guy riding his bike on the side of the road, 2-lane highway. It was about maybe a 40-mile drive to Santa Rosa. He must have been about, I don't know, halfway through. And he really stuck out because he did not look like a European. He was not wearing bicycling gear, I should say. He didn't have hydro packs strapped to his back or brightly colored clothing with numbers and names of obscure corporations on it. He was homeless, his hair was matted. He looked, he looked troubled, very troubled. And he was riding his bike along. And I remember wondering, like, what is this guy doing? What, where is he going? Where is he coming from? This morning, as I was leaving my very comfortable Best Western motel here in Santa Rosa, I saw him, and he came over and asked me a question. He said he was blocking the traffic. I had to pull over and wave people around. I'm, realizing that they're probably annoyed as hell. And he asked me if I stay on Route 66, will I get to Albuquerque? So I looked up my map and I said, yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll get to Albuquerque that way. And then we started talking, and I interviewed him, and it became clear that he was mentally ill. I guess we call that people mentally ill. I've had so much experience being around people who are supposedly mentally ill, and maybe even have been mentally ill myself with addiction. And I hate that category because, well, his mind worked differently is what I will say. And he told me he wasn't scared of the virus. God was protecting him. He talked about AIDS, that it changes your sexuality. He talked about a lot of stuff that didn't seem to make sense to me. And I felt guilty for interviewing him, right? For listening to his voice. But now that I think, I felt like I'm exploitative, like I'm exploiting this mentally ill person. But actually we had a pretty decent conversation. If anyone was offbeat in that conversation, it was me, because I was impatient and feeling all these emotions about not wanting to exploit this person. He seemed very comfortable. He was cool with riding his bike from wherever to wherever for 15 years as part of his sobriety plan. No problem. Yeah, it's strange to, you seek out the odd or the unusual because, people, as a writer or a videographer or whatever, that people are interested in that. But at the same time, you don't want to harm people. You don't want to exploit people. I didn't get him to sign a release, for instance. I didn't actually want to be within physical contact with him. I wouldn't shake his hand, as I've shaken many hands, even though I think it's a bad practice with the virus. Especially right now, it's surging in Arizona, not Texas and other places, probably here in New Mexico too. This project is it's challenging. There are so many factors involved in this. My fear of, getting the virus again, even though I don't think it's really possible right now. Maybe in the coming months I'll lose my, I was going to say my virility, but actually my immunity. And then, talking to this guy, I don't know, like you can feel compassion for people. When you interview people, you feel empathy for them. Some of it's kind of false and some of it's real. It's just a long, long day, I'll tell you. And it's only 8:21. I've been up since 5:30 today.